Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast. My name is Parkhopper John, and I come to you from WDWParkhoppers.com. Joining me, as always, is the co-hostess with the mostest, Mr. Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com. How you doing tonight?
I am doing fantastic.
We have had an incredible weekend full of magical dining experiences.
That's right. We did two out of 3.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
We just to let you know before you start jumping into that, we're Parkhopper Sid and I are relocating. We're actually moving back to Orlando. It's a long sordid story, but we bought a house, so we're going to be there for a long time. So we're relocating the studio, so it's a different look for me because my office looks like a bomb literally went off in it, and boom! All that being said, this weekend we're relocating, and all of our appliances got delivered on Sunday night, so that's why we didn't get the 3 out of the 3 of the long weekend dining. So, you want to talk about that a little bit now, or you want to wait? When do you want to do that? Let's go ahead and talk about it.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. We can talk about something.
Talk about a little bit of it. Just give them a brief overview before we get into the news, and then we'll talk about our sponsors.
We did. We went to 2 places. Friday night we went out to Deep Blue Seafood Grill at the Wyndham Grand, and I didn't know that there was the vacation villa timeshare thing, and then a hotel. I thought it was like all one thing, but apparently not. So that's good.
That was really good. I was shocked how few people there were there.
Yes. Yeah. For Friday night, yes.
Yeah, for Friday night, I was expecting there to be a whole lot more people there, but there weren't a lot of people there. Nothing wrong with the food; it was good.
Yeah, yeah. And it's good to know that you can go there, like eat in the bar or the lounge area, and get some sushi. I like that.
Yeah, and their bar there, right outside the Deep Blue. You guys weren't there early. We now with Sarah working there, I can go pick her up, and we can go do all this really fun stuff in Orlando that we used to not be able to do. So I got to pick her up early, and then we went over to Deep Blue. We got there like 5:30.
Wow.
So we went to the bar, and they had a happy hour. I think the happy hour ended at 7. But the happy hour was like $4 well drinks and $4 beers on tap and $4 wines. And then they had like sushi for like $7.
Wow, that's not bad.
It was good. So we had a sushi roll, and we had a cocktail, and we just waited for you guys. It was great.
Yeah. And then Saturday, we went over to what we were calling Bice. But it's actually BJ.
I never told you the story about how I got corrected.
I think you said the valet person.
Yeah. We're valeting the car, and she says, "You're coming to dinner." And I said, "Yeah." She said, "So you going to like Mama Dell's?" I think Mama Dell's is closed. So she said, "You going over to the 3rd restaurant?" And I was like, "No, we're going to Bites." So she said, "BJ?" I said, "What'd you call me?" She said, "It's called BJ." I'm like, Oh, yeah, I've been calling it Vice. She said, no, it's BJ. And I'm like, oh, son of a BJ.
Son of a BJ. And that's over at the Los Portofino Hotel over there by that other park.
Yes.
But that wasn't bad. My monkfish was, it wasn't great. I should have stuck with the raviolis.
You should have. Those raviolis were amazing. Yeah. Sarah had The butternut squash raviolis and the sauce were amazing.
Yeah.
I had the oh crud, what did I have?
You had the duck breast.
I had the duck. Yeah, I had the duck breast, which is incredible. Your mom had the
raviolis.
Yeah. And then I couldn't help it. I found out that there was a risotto on the menu, a very special risotto, and I ordered a half thing to share. It was amazing balls. It was so good. So good. So the service was good. The guy never did bring your Diet Coke.
No. Never happened.
But
that's okay. You probably saved me $6.
Probably. But I will say this, if you're looking for a finer dining experience, that was a pretty good place. But it was super loud.
Yeah, super loud in there. Yeah, definitely.
It was a good experience.
Deep Blue was a little bit quieter dining experience than BJ. Yeah, they need some curtains and area rugs and something to soften the volume in there a little bit. You know. Yeah,
they had. Excuse me, I'm moving my mic. They had a lot more carpeting, and the less people helped. Less people is always.
That's true. Less people always makes it less.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So,
hey, quick shout out to the chat room. I think Linda Raven actually made it to the chat room.
Wow! Whoop whoop.
If that's Linda R. Linda's in the chat room. Everybody, give it up for Linda.
Yeah. So this week, Friday, we're going to Chop Chop.
Emerald's Chop Chop in the Polynesian knockoff over at that place down the road.
At the other the other tiki room.
Yeah, it's the Grand. It's a Pacific something. I can never keep the name of that stinking place. Pacific Isle, Grand Pacific. No, I can't think of the name of the resort.
Hotel. I don't know the name of the hotel.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know what that is.
Polynesian Light.
Yeah. Yeah.
I only go there for beer dinners and chop, so it's going to be great. It's going to be another great night. One of the things we'll talk about is all through the month of September here in Orlando. It's called Magical Dining. You can go to visitorlando.com. We should have that link in the show notes, and you can find out all these amazing places that are offering these incredible dinners. The price fixed at $33 a person, and most places are doing 3-course meals, appetizer, main course, and dessert. Some places are offering a 4-course meal, appetizer, main course, something else, a dessert, maybe a cocktail or something. We go to some of the most incredible places in Orlando, and we only spend $66 total unless we order a cocktail or something.
Right.
Totally worth the price. Best time of year to me. And then on top of that, Food and Wine Festival, which we're going to talk about that later on tonight. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a great thing because you can do all these expensive restaurants. I mean, Deep Blue, what we ordered would have cost us probably close to $100. We got for $33. Because I was looking at their menu, their regular menu, and those items were on the regular menu, and they were well into the $60 just for the appetizer and the entree. Without
but I don't think that they're charging $65 for that size crab cake. Do you?
They say that they do not downsize the portions. I don't know. I mean, we could go and find out and order it and see if it's a smaller portion.
We could. I don't think so, but hey, who knows, man? I just work here. What do I know?
I don't know. I know there was chef from the executive chef at Ravello was on, I don't know, Channel 9 or whatever, and was saying, no, it's the regular size portion, it's the regular entree or regular appetizer. We're just, packaging it together for $33.
Yeah, it's amazing. Hey,
I have a little bit more trust in the Four Seasons than I probably do in some of the other resorts.
Well, you have a deeper relationship with them. That would make sense.
Yeah.
So hey, we got a lot of folks joining us in the chat room, and if you are listening to us live, you can go over to DisneyParksPodcast.com, check us out live. If you're ever around the internet on a Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time is when we record, you can always find us at DisneyParksPodcast.com. You can come, hang out, chat out with other friends, make some new friends. We got a lot of folks there tonight. Thank you guys for being there. I know I sound a little garbled. I don't know why that is. I live in Plant City right now. I'll get the
That sounds fine now.
I get the hamsters to work really, really hard. I can't. I don't know, but we'll do better. T, why don't you tell everybody about who our sponsor is for tonight?
Yeah, so this show is sponsored by our good friends at themeparkconcierges.com. You can visit Ramon and his team at themeparkconcierges.com, where they can help you plan and execute the vacation of your dreams. They'll take care of the fast passes, the dining, and all of those things, where to go, where to stand, where to be, how to do it. They'll take care of all that for you and your entire family. So give them a call at 407-257-9973 or visit them at themeparkconcierge.com. They're also on Facebook at facebook.com/Ramon VIP Concierge. Tell them the Disney Parks Podcast sent you, and they'll take 10% off your invoice. All right, so up next in our fun things is this Saturday we are setting sail for the high seas. 7 o'clock, we're leaving the boat dock at the Contemporary and heading out to see Wishes on the high seas. I have a feeling this Saturday might be Hollow Wishes.
That would be phenomenal.
It might be.
What time are we leaving the boat dock?
I believe it's 7.
That would make sense.
We have to be there at 7 to hit the water at 7:30, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, that would make sense because 7:30 and maybe a little later. Hollow Wishes is not at 10 o'clock. It's earlier.
Yeah. Well, they give you, that little tour of Bay Lake first, and then
we all corrected the guy on last time.
Yeah. Let's try not to.
You should take your book. You should take a copy of your book with you.
Hey, you may want to use this.
Hey, I don't want to be a smart ass, but here's this book. Try it. You might want to read up on this.
This may help you with some of your stuff. Hey, also another event we have coming up is October 28th. We have dinner with the Disney Master Artist Kevin John. This will be at Kona Cafe for dinner. You're going to actually sit down for dinner with Kevin, who can regale you with some stories of his art. You can ask him questions and pick his brain and all those kind of things. It's $40 per person. This is a ticketed event. After the event, we hope to get a Dole Whip and head out to the beach to see Hollow Wishes from the Poly Beach again. If you go to facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast, go to our events. There is a link there to purchase the ticket. It's $40 per person plus your dinner, or maybe you don't want to eat, maybe just want to get a drink. You can do that too. But it will be $40 to join us. So, also, Kevin will do a little piece of art customized for you and sign it, so you will also walk away with a nice piece of Kevin John art as well.
Cannot wait for that event. Although I did find out that he roots for FSU. He and I are going to have a little chat about that. That's no bueno.
You got to do what you got to do, my friend. Hey, and then coming up in November, we're still planning our Christmas crawl. This will be a monorail crawl with a Christmas theme. And I'm hoping we can have Santa come with us. I'm working on somebody to regale us with some Santa.
Well, as long as Santa doesn't get kicked out of the resort.
I don't know. Can Santa get kicked out of a resort?
If they don't let people dress up as characters during Halloween.
Well, those are Disney. As it says in the rules, Disney characters. Santa's not a Disney character.
We'll see. Be better.
Well, he's local. He'll just get in his car, and Santa will drive off in his sled.
Yeah.
And there's another event in December I'm hoping to work on, too. I got to get on that a little bit more. I started the process, and I got to get back at it, which should be a fun event. Hey, if you haven't, this is shipping this week. I picked these little beauties up, Spectral Magic. This is this month's shirt, or actually last month's shirt. There's another one, Star Wars. We're taking orders for our grand Halloween shirt, which is the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow. So go and sign up. Go to DisneyByTheNumbers.com. On the left-hand side, there's a sign-up sheet, and the park and the T-shirt store is open until September 10th. That's it. After that, store closed, shirt goes in the vault, and never to be seen again. So that is it.
And I'm so proud of us. We actually got our order in on time.
You actually got your order in before the 10th.
While we're moving, ladies and gentlemen, let it be known.
That is a feat in itself, Mr. Donahue. I'm very proud of you.
We are notorious for that. We are notorious for.
I usually get an email around 8, 9 o'clock. Is it too late?
It's too late. Sorry.
The next day. Is it still too late?
Yeah. I just know this. That's Sarah.
Oh,
sure. I just send it because if you don't do it, that's fine. If you do it, that's fine too. Because the worst thing is you send it, John. This is too late. Okay, no big deal. No biggie. Yeah. Just give my money or just keep it. I don't care. I love you. Yeah.
So September 10th, Sleepy Hollow, Headless Horseman. If you go to DisneyByTheNumbers.com, you can check out a picture of the shirt as well.
Yeah, it's glorious, man. It's so good.
Yeah. So.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
Hey, new in 2017, guys, guess what? If you come to Hollywood Studios expecting to see Season of the Force, it's not going to be there for you because Season of the Force is being sent over to Disneyland Paris. For limited time only, in early 2017, Disneyland Paris will be gripped by the Season of the Force, or gripped by the Season of the Force. The Walt Disney Studios Park will present a giant nighttime spectacular which will transport guests into the heart of the Star Wars saga. This show, only available at Disneyland Paris, will combine live entertainment, breathtaking special effects, and an epic sound and light show projected on the park's most iconic architecture. Throughout the day, guests will also come face-to-face with heroes from the Star Wars universe, encounter a patrol of stormtroopers, face some of the most powerful members of the dark side, or join the rebellion with the friendly Chewbacca. This experience is guaranteed to dazzle everyone from the youngest Padawan to the wisest Jedi from January 14th through March 26, 2017. Come to Walt Disney Studios Park in Paris and let the Force be with you as Star Wars Season of the Force. You can probably check out Disneyland Paris' website for more information. And this is very curious because Walt Disney Studios, which is the sister park to Disneyland Paris, to my remembrance, does not have a Star Wars themed ride in it.
I don't think so.
Star Tours is in Disneyland Paris. Yeah.
I don't know why they're doing that.
But they're doing it.
Yeah.
I would love to see what their nighttime show is. The nighttime show that they have over at Disneyland Paris, their version of Wishes, is amazing. Far and away better than our Wishes. Right. Far and away.
Right.
So this will be cool. So another reason to go over to Disneyland. I don't know when the Disneyland half marathon weekend is, but if you're going over for the race and if this falls in it, you guys are in for a special treat.
Yeah. It'll be fun to see. So are they going to do theirs on the castle, I guess? That's going to be weird.
No, they don't have a castle over at Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
They don't have a castle in Walt Disney World or Walt Disney Studios Park. They have they have buildings and stuff at the end of the street. They have buildings and stuff that makes up, I guess, what they're going to shoot it on. Okay, so it's weird. I mean, you have to go look. Google,
so what do you think they'll project this on?
They're probably going to project it on one of the buildings.
It says the park's most iconic architecture. What is that? I wonder what that means.
So when you walk into Walt Disney Studios Park,
Yeah.
You walk into the front area. They have their version of the Parker statue, and then you walk into a building. It looks like a giant soundstage.
Okay.
And inside that building is where they have their version of, their Main Street area, which is, kind of like what we have, their Hollywood Boulevard. And it's inside a building. And then you walk outside and you're kind of in their little hub area. And if you walk, like you're walking towards the Tower of Terror, they have buildings there. They got big facades. They may shoot it there. They may be shooting it on the building, directly behind you. They may be shooting on one of the other buildings.
Right.
I don't know. It's the weirdest part. It's a great park and a weird park all at the same time.
Huh. Right.
So, who knows?
We got a couple months to wait, but hopefully they'll put out some video of that too.
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be great.
Yeah. Hey, I threw this quick story in the news because it's a dwindling list of things and places to eat at the studios. But Mama Melrose at the Hollywood Studios is going down to a reduced menu while they do some kitchen refurbishment. So starting September 12th, Mama Melrose at the studios will offer a temporary menu to accommodate a refurbishment of equipment in the kitchen. The flatbreads typically on the menu at Mama Melrose will not be available during this time, and this project is expected to take about 4 weeks. So if you're looking for flatbreads at Mama Melrose, and that's really not the place you should go eat that, you should probably go have some pasta at Mama Melrose. That's what they do best. But you will not be able to get flatbreads there. But if I can imagine.
So they're taking out the ovens.
Probably.
Think you're going to put coal-fired
wood fired?
in?
Yeah, coal-fired, wood-fired. Yeah, probably.
That'd be cool. I'd dig that.
Yeah, probably. So just be warned.
That'd be
All
cool.
right. You want to do the next one?
Yeah, I'll do the next one.
Okay.
If you're like me, you probably have like a whole bunch of magic bands that's laying around. I got a stack of them looking right at them. They're like that big, a stack of magic bands. And, sometimes you want to go to the parks and have a unique experience. Our friends over at Magic Your Bands can give you custom designed magic bands that can reflect the event or just the mood that you're in. They've got all sorts of really cool things. Halloween, Christmas, all sorts of holidays. But they also have special themed band skins for family reunions or other type of gatherings. They have some really cool designs that they've made. But if you have your own custom artwork, they can transform that into a skin for your magic bands as well. And the cool thing is they don't just do magic bands, they do other things. So you can have a custom magic band skin, plus you can match your iPhone, whatever else they can print it on. Our friends over at magicbands.com want to help you out. And what they've done is if you go over to Magic Your Bands from the link on DisneyParksPodcast.com and then type in Disney Parks Podcast at checkout, they're going to give you 10% off of whatever your order is. And their stuff is already super economical. And they do that just because they love us and we love them and they're good people. So they want to pass that on to you guys. So visit MagicYourBands.com, tell them Disney Parks Podcast sent you, and you'll save 10%. So now on to a story that's very near and dear to my heart, craft beer. If you've ever watched the show live, I've probably had a beer in my hand during the show because I my mouth gets dry. Today I'm drinking not beer, lemonade actually. But normally I drink a craft beer because I really dig craft beer. It's a long story. So I was very excited because there's 2 craft beer events coming to Disney Springs House of Blues this month, and we want to make sure that you know. It came out on the blog this morning, so I was very excited to find out and share with you. On Saturday, September 10th, so you have to act quick on the first one. September 10th, Local Brews and Local Grooves is going to take place, making this the 4th year for this event at Disney Springs House of Blues. 4 Florida-based bands will entertain guests while they try beers from 15 local craft breweries. Now, there's a list of an illustrious amount of beer companies, but let me go through a couple of my favorites. Barley Mow is going to be there. Bold City is going to be there. Funky Buddha is my favorite beer for Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale. They're going to be there. Orange Blossom Brewery is going to be there. Sweetwater Brewing Company is going to be there. And the hometown heroes, Two Henrys, right down the street from Parkhopper Central here in Plant City, Florida, is going to be there. You got to go check this out. There's a few more companies that are going to be there. You got to check them out. Local Brews and Local Grooves will take place from 4 to 10:30 p.m. Admission is just a mere $11, and sampling tickets are $3 each. A VIP package is also available for $50, which includes 2 admission tickets and 10 sampling tickets, 2 food vouchers, and 25% off coupons for the House of Blues restaurant and bar. Seriously.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, it's a very good deal. You can get tickets and more information at houseofblues.com. And the next event is happening on Sunday, September 25th. House of Blues is going to be hosting the Big Stormy Brewery Untapped event. This will take place from 1 to 5 p.m. and will feature live musicians on the patio while guests sample Big Storm's craft beers. Now, Untapped is an app. I use it to track my beers. Don't look for Parkhopper John. I'm somebody different on Untapped. It's a long story. But it's an app that we use. It's an app that you can track your beers. So it's going to be a really cool event. So that's going to be the 25th. For any information on these events, definitely visit houseofblues.com, and you can find out some more information there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tony, is this something that you're interested in?
Yeah, except we'll be busy on September 10th.
I know that's the downside of it. I was very excited about it until I found out the date.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the 25th, though, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, let's see. Hold on. Let me check the schedule.
We may be somewhere. Where are we going to be on the 25th, Uncle Tony?
We're going to be at STK, which is not that far from House of Blues.
What time is our event on the 25th, Uncle Tony?
7 p.m. as always.
Well, the irony is, this Untapped event is at 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
So there you go.
We have to do it at STK.
I'm sensing a pre-lubrication.
Well, that's a little personal, my friend.
Oh, gosh.
Yikes.
All right. Hey, if you would like to help support this show, please go to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And there you can find all the different ways that you can help support the show. We want to thank our current contributors, David, Stacy, and Willie. We thank you for your support and your patronage. All right. Cirque has some new acts, but they are now offering half-price children's tickets. All you have to do is buy one little adult ticket, and you can get a child's ticket for half price. And here's how it goes. Category 4 tickets will be $24. Those are, start in the back of the theater.
Think nosebleed seats.
Yeah.
Think nosebleed. Great seats though for some of those acts.
Yeah, Cirque shows. Yeah. Category 3 is $30. A category 2 is $32. A category 1 is $40. Front and center is $51. And then the golden circle ticket, not a golden ticket, but a golden circle ticket, will be $57.50. And this is for kids 3 to 9 years old. There's no performances on 9/18 through 9/26, and then on 11/15. Prices do not include tax, which is usually the opposite way. Offer is valid for Tuesday through Saturday performances through December 16th. That is crazy. That's all the way out there. That's like right before Christmas, which they never do. And you, like I said, you must purchase one ticket. You can get tickets by calling 407-939-SEAT to purchase your tickets. Now, also don't forget that all the way up until October 1st, annual pass holder tickets are on sale. And I will tell you, a Category 3 adult is $59. A Category 2 is $69. And a Category 1 is $85. And those are also good Tuesday through Saturday through October 1st. There will be no Well, we passed it. No performances the 18th through the 26th. And once again, call 407-939-SEAT to purchase tickets, or you can do it at the will call window. You should do it 30 days in advance, too. So I thought that was a great deal. Steals and deals going on at Disney Springs.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Cirque du Soleil, if you haven't seen it in a while, definitely take advantage of these price breaks because you get those price breaks. They come around once every now and then. Get them while they're hot and go have a great time. $60, $70 for a show is not bad for the quality of what you get at a Cirque show. And Lanuba is great. I listen to the music a lot on Spotify. I love the music for Lanuba. Yeah,
I also think Marimoto, if you bring your Cirque ticket, will give you the free shrimp appetizer. So,
sweet. Nice.
Go get dinner on a show.
Even better.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, our good friends over at Diswheels wanted to let you know that they offer mobility scooters, strollers, and wheelchairs that start at $20 a day. $20 a day. And they are the only stroller mobility scooter rental place that we know of that offer one-day rentals. Free delivery and pickup is available. You want to definitely go over to dizwheels.com, DIZWHEELS.com, or you can call them directly at 407-501-6883. Thanks a lot for Diswheels for being a friend of the show. We want to make sure that you guys use them on your next trip if you need a scooter or a mobility scooter or a stroller, or what else am I missing? Wheelchair. That's it. I had wheelchair on the brain. Sorry.
Right.
So once again, proving that our friends over on the left coast have a little bit more fun than we do. The El Capitan Theater in downtown Hollywood is going to host the Countdown to Moana Film Festival, celebrating directors Ron Clements and John Musker. Clements and Musker are among the most accomplished filmmakers in Disney animation history, having delivered many of the company's most beloved features in the last 30 years. Now, as Disney prepares for the release of the duo's next movie, Moana. It's Moana, right?
Moana.
The El Capitan Theater in Hollywood has announced it will host a, quote, Countdown to Moana animated film festival showcasing the highly successful partnership's entire body of work. So, beginning Thursday, October 6th, and running through Sunday, October 16th, this event will screen each of Clements and Musker's existing 6 movies for 2 days each, with the exception of Treasure Planet, which runs only one night, because really, who wants to see Treasure Planet?
Twice.
Select evening shows will also include appearances by special guests. The Countdown to Moana event features 6 iconic films, 5 iconic films of Treasure Planet. Sorry, I don't mean to bash on Treasure Planet. It's not a bad movie. And if that weren't enough, all guests attending the 7 p.m. shows will receive an amazing artwork card designed by Disney Animation for each of the movies. The scheduled event is as follows. October 6th through 7th is The Little Mermaid. Special presentation on the 6th is with Christopher Daniel Barnes, who voiced the voice of Prince Eric. October 8th and 9th is Princess and the Frog, with a special presentation on my birthday at 7 p.m. with directors Clements and Musker, plus Michael Leon Woolley, who provided the voice of Lewis. That's pretty cool. October 10th is Treasure Planet, with a special presentation from directors Ron Clements and John Musker. Wow, they're just hating on Treasure Planet, kids.
Yeah.
October 11th and the 12th is The Great Mouse Detective, with a special presentation on the 11th. I love The Great Mouse Detective.
Yeah.
I do, because I'm a Sherlock Holmes guy, so I love The Mouse Detective. October 13th through the 14th is Hercules, with a special presentation on the 13th with the directors Clements and Musker, plus Susan Egan, who was the voice of Meg in the movie. Love that movie. And then the 15th and 16th is possibly the biggest. Well, no, they've already done Little Mermaid. So is Aladdin, which is 15th and 16th. So on the 15th, directors Clements and Musker will be there, plus Brad Kane, who provided the singing voice for Aladdin in the movie.
That's great if you live out there, man.
Yeah, I wonder if anybody else like a Jodie Benson might show up for something.
Yeah, maybe a little pop-in.
for popping for Little Mermaid. Be sure to go to the El Capitan official website for more information and to pre-order tickets. These tickets are going to go fast for this type of an event.
Yeah.
The only downside about going to the El Capitan is parking.
Yeah,
Paying
it's
a
really
ridiculous amount of money to park there.
Yeah.
I guess you could Uber.
Yeah, go over there. And if you've never been to the El Capitan Theater, it really is an experience. It's, they still have the curtain show. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go Google curtain show and you'll see what a curtain show is. I believe they still have a balcony too, which is
they do.
Kind of weird.
Pretty cool.
It's really not stadium seating, like we're used to these days. So, it's, the old flat kind of pitched floor. Yeah. But it is a big screen. And they do have great sound in there. So
And they have all the history in the hallways. When you're walking towards your seat, they have a lot of really cool stuff. Did they close the
ice cream shop? Ice cream shop is closed. Yeah.
That's so tragic. What they put in there? A gift shop?
Yeah, probably.
A Disney store?
Yeah. Probably sell Jimmy Kimmel stuff, probably.
Yeah. But the cool thing is when you get done seeing your movie there, you're literally right across the street from Grauman's Chinese Theater. And it's trippy because you walk out there and then you see, like, for a brief second, if you cannot smell or
the urine on the street.
I wasn't going there. If you cannot smell and you can't see, all these, scruffy looking, fake Marvel characters walking around, you think you're at Hollywood Studios because there's the Chinese theater right there.
Right.
So
and there's the Jimmy Kimmel show if you can get tickets for that right next door too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's right next door.
All right. Hey, last week's trivia question, we were having like a little conversation here in the chat room. But the question is this: what attraction at Walt Disney World was originally built in 1917 for Olympic Park in Maplewood, New Jersey? And a friend Vince is saying it was done somewhere else. This came off.
Oh, Vince, I think you're about ready to get
the Wonderful World of Disney trivia.
The Wonderful World of Disney.
So maybe I need to write to them and tell them their game's wrong. We were looking for obviously the carousel, Prince Charming's Regal. You could have called it Cinderella's Carousel. Any type of carousel would have been fine. And Tiffany was the first person that chimed in with Prince Charming's Carousel, so she's the winner. Tiffany, if you can send us your mailing address, we will send you something in the mail. This week's question, I went back and into the little vault of questions, and I came up with this. What was the first theme park to open outside the USA?
And by this, I think he means first Disney.
And Disney theme park. What Disney theme park opened outside the USA? To be very specific.
Yeah, you have to, man, because they'd be coming up with all sorts of crazy stuff.
All right. What Disney theme park opened up outside the USA? If you know the answer to that, send it to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. I'll post it up on Facebook. You can chime in there. We can have a little chit-chat about that. And Vince says it was the Belle Island in Detroit, Michigan, was where this really originally came from. So,
wow.
We'll have to do,
Tony, you're gonna have to write a letter, buddy.
Or some forensic digging.
That's right. Something.
All right. Hey, the next piece of news, John, I think is right up your alley. I saw a video. What?
It is tonight.
Yeah. I saw a video of this, and I was like, wow, I may need one of these.
You don't need one.
There's a special edition of BB-8.
I got mine right over there.
BB-8. That comes with a Force band. Right now it's being sold by ThinkGeek. You go to thinkgeek.com, and they are not a sponsor of the show. But I'm telling you, you can go there and find this. It's called The Force is Strong with You. You can channel it with your special edition of the battle-worn BB-8, including a Star Wars Force Band by Sphero. So like the Jedi Knight, you can control the BB-8 with the app or with the wave of your hand and expand your abilities and your Force training with the band itself to complete your combat training with blasters, lightsabers, and the Force itself. You can collect all the digital holocrons in your environment through the Force Awakens. Fulfill your destiny. Become the strong ways of the Force.
There was no Italian or my wife who is going to be able to do this, because you have to do certain things with your hand. That BB-8 is going to be exploding for people who talk with their hands.
But here's the question let me finish the story. So you compare your Force Band with your special edition battle-worn BB-8, and the battle-worn, this is not a battle-worn, this is a normal one. He has no markings on it. The battle-worn one, it's got markings that looks like he was in battle. Okay, so it gives a more authentic look. Straight from the sands of Jakku. The droid reflects the wear, the tear of trekking across the galaxy on the Resistance. You could also use your regular BB-8, so you don't have to use the special one. But it has a couple different movements that you can do. So you have the authentic movement where you can guide your BB-8 with a smartphone tablet that's included with your Force Band. The Force training, where you can learn to control your droid by mastering the moves, like the Force push, the Force pull. After you've advanced beyond the droid control, expand your abilities as BB-8 guides through your Force training. Then you have your combat training, where you can use the band by itself to complete your combat training for blasters and lightsabers and the Force. Then you have the listen and respond mode, where BB-8 recognizes and reacts to your voice. You have holographic communications, where you can record and send views of virtual holographics videos with your BB-8. You have the autonomous behavior, where your BB-8 has a mind of its own and will explore the Star Wars galaxy. Then you have the adaptive personality, where your BB-8 unique attitude and actions evolve as you interact. Now, all that being said, the video that I saw was great. You put this band on your wrist, and then you move your hands. If you want the BB-8 to go away, you move your hands away. You want it to come to, you pull your hands back. You want them to go to the right, you go to the right. It was fantastic. But why did they not? I'm thinking, hook this up with a magic band. There's billions of magic bands out there, right?
That's why they didn't hook it up with a magic band. How are they going to make money off that?
Well, everybody's got to buy one of these first.
Great. You've got the Sphero, but you've got it. And what about all those people who have it? How do you make more money off that? You make them buy a magic band, or if they've already got magic bands, you make them buy this other thing.
Yeah,
I think it's great. I'm poo-pooing a little bit.
I do too. But I think it's a lot of fun. Like I said, the video I saw, I thought it was fun, and after I saw it, I'm like, I think I need one of those. But I don't know if you can get just the band without the BB-8. I'll have to go check ThinkGeek's site, because if I have a BB-8, I don't need another one. I got one.
Right, but you don't have the battlefield scarred BB-8. You have to get.
I could do that myself. I could I can run him around my house and make him battle scarred.
But you have to get the BB-8 with got the extra 2 stickers that makes him look battle scarred.
Yeah, I don't think so. I really don't. I just want the band because I think that would be because then that leaves me. I don't know if you have to have your phone like in your pocket with the band. I think it's paired to your band, and you don't need your phone. That's great. That makes it even more exciting.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool look, but once again, the video makes it very compelling. It's like, oh, that's really cool. Well, I got my BB-8 just like you did, and I got the app. And I was like, oh, this is cool. It's not quite like the video, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They just make it look really cool in video. But
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it'll be cool. We'll see what it looks like. We'll get one and we'll play with it and see what happens. We need to figure out how to get some testing stuff.
Yeah, that would be good.
Cool. We got to figure that trick out. If you guys know how to do that, share with us at DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. That'd be cool.
If you know anybody at Sphero that wants to send us one or Think Geek.
That's right. We will test. We will be your guinea pigs. Speaking of
hold on. I have the answer. You can buy the band for $79.99, or you can buy the band and the Sphero for $199.
You could probably get a 10% discount if you buy them in the store inside of Hollywood Studios, just like
yes, you can.
A certain Disney by the numbers person did, which is brilliant, by the way.
Yep, that's what I did.
Just a thought. Just saying. Maybe you can get it on sale and get the 10%. All right, so if you're a DVC member, hey, Thanksgiving. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Where in the blue hell did this year go?
I don't know.
I was just getting settled into the year, and it's weird. I can't even go into it because it's crossing podcast streams. It's just crazy. This year's disappeared. It's just nuts. But DVC has a member Thanksgiving event they've just announced. In 2017, Disney Vacation Club owners will again have the opportunity to participate in an exclusive meal and member party on Thanksgiving Day. This year's DVC Thanksgiving... Sorry, I'll go back and change that. Sorry, my Siri just popped up for some reason.
Oh.
This year's Disney Vacation Club Thanksgiving Feast will feature a glamping theme as the Fantasia Ballroom at Disney's Contemporary Resort is transformed into Camp Thank You. The party theme and cuisine will help to celebrate the rustic spirit of the great outdoors.
I would have liked to have been in this meeting when they were discussing this.
Inside the ballroom. I got something for that. Just hang tight. Featured menu items will include burgundy braised beef with mushrooms and pearl onions, carved herb roasted turkey breast with traditional gravy, sweet potato mash, and marshmallow drizzle. In addition, I'm getting hungry. In addition to the Thanksgiving dinner, the event will include character photo opportunities, live music, and family-friendly activities. The dinner takes place on Thursday, November 4th, 2016. Sorry, did I say November 4th?
Yeah.
My bad. Thursday, November 24th, my apologies, this year, from 3 to 5 p.m. in the Contemporary Fantasia Ballroom. The cost is a mere $68.60 per adult and $30.50 per child. Reservations are available now by contacting Disney Vacation Club Member Services. Note, this event is part of DVC's membership magic program and is thus available only to those who purchase their ownership interest direct from Disney or via the resale marketplace prior to April 4th, 2016. A DVC member ID card must be presented upon arrival. Parties are limited to a member and up to 5 guests. Full payment is due at time of booking. Disney Dining Plan credits may not be used. No discount programs apply.
So that's it. So what if you have a family that's more than 5 people? I mean, all right, there's not a lot of them, but there are families of more than 5 out there.
You have to pick your 5 favorites.
Okay, you, and all the rest of you have to stay back in the room.
That's right. You 4 are coming with us. The rest of you guys are hitting the vending machines. Here's some ones.
No, actually, you 3, because it's mom and dad, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You 3 are coming. The rest of you kids go back to the room and here's a couple bucks. Get some stuff out of the vending machine.
Yeah, I want to order you a pizza.
Yeah, we ordered a pizza. It'll be on the way back to the room.
That's right.
Wow.
I have you been to one of these?
Thank you. I've
Camp Thank You. No, Camp Thank You, not Camp Thank You. It's Camp Thank You.
Camp Thank You.
THANKYA. Camp Thank You. Thank you, ma'am.
I typically don't, because of the price. It's like a buffet for $68. $68. You know what? I'm going upstairs to the California Grill, and I already had a reservation there for Thanksgiving. So that's where I'm going to be, and I'm going to get a nicer meal for $68. And I'm not going to have to be in a buffet line to do it.
But you're not going to be able to get your coveted picture with Mickey and Minnie in their Thanksgiving wear.
I bet I could sneak in there somehow.
I'll bet you can.
I'll find a way. So it's interesting too that now they got to keep these two lists: people that are allowed to do the member magic and people that are not allowed to do the member magic. I bet that's a nice bookkeeping or.
Oh yeah, if there's a difficult way to do something, Disney's going to find it.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this question: If I were to go and purchase a DVC on a non-accredited, the unofficial way,
not from Disney,
right? Do I still pay dues?
Oh yeah.
Do I have to pay for points?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what's the deal? Disney doesn't get Disney gets a cut, right?
No, probably not.
How is Disney slighted? Why are they so anti these third party thing?
Because I don't think they're making their fee, and they're also selling it at a discount, a slight discount. They do have first right of refusal, so if they believe the price is too low, they will just buy it from you.
Okay.
So
it seems like they're shooting themselves in the foot, though.
Listen, we can have a whole podcast about DVC and DVC resale and why or why not to do it and all those kind of things. And we've kind of done that with some other people that are probably better DVC experts. But maybe it's time to have Tim Kranuski, who runs the DVC News, back on. And give us an update now that they've changed this rule, and it's April 4th, 2016.
Right.
I don't know why they just didn't do it April Fools. April Fools. You're not allowed.
One of the guys in the chat room says that they don't get their upfront money. So apparently there's like an initiation fee.
That may be true. That may be true too.
Who knows?
It's very complicated, and they keep making it more and more complicated.
Of course. It's like, dude, it's like buying a dang house. It's crazy. And it doesn't need to be that complicated, kids.
No.
But I think that there's a reason that people complicate things because they have to justify their position, they have to justify their job existence, and just think about all the people that would lose their jobs if things were simple.
Right.
But think about all the opportunities that could be created for new things if people weren't doing stupid stuff all the dang time. Yeah. That's just me. I'll get off my soapbox now.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, the next item on our list is Treasures from the Disney Vault is returning to TMC September 26th, 2016. Every few months, Turner Classics offers up some more fun Disney classics pulled out of the vault. And they are starting on September 8th this time. So set your VCR, if you can find one, or set your DVR. They are hosted by the film critic Leonard Maltin. The programming begins at 8 p.m. and continues into the wee hours of the morning. So here is the complete list and schedule for this month. Starting at 8 p.m., you're going to get a bunch of Mickey shorts, starting with Tugboat Mickey, then Mickey Mouse and his inept crew try to save a sinking ship. Then you're going to get The Boat Builders, which was from 1938. So that will be at 8 p.m. So you have those two shorts. Then at 8:30, you're going to get Treasure Island, a young boy and a pirate clash over the buried treasure. Then at 10:15 p.m., you're going to get Davy Crockett, and the River Pirates, which was from 1956. Then at 11:45, you're going to get Disneyland Around the Seasons. This is from 1966, and Walt Disney will introduce viewers to the newest attractions at Disneyland, including Nolans Square. It's a Small World, great moments with Mr. Lincoln, and he also shows off some of the park's holiday traditions. And if you've never seen that, I've seen a clip of this. It is a lot of fun. It's a good thing. Cool. Listen, anytime you can see Uncle Walt on the screen talking about his beloved Disneyland, please set the DVR because it is good times. At 1 a.m., you're going to get Those Callaways from 1965. Then at 3:30 a.m., you'll get Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color. Yay! This is where a Country Coyote Goes Hollywood, and this is from 1965. Then up at 4:15 a.m., you'll get the Midnight Madness. This is from 1980. This is where a college student competes in an all-nighter scavenger hunt, and the cast includes Michael J. Fox and David Naughton. So tune in.
Name the movie that David Naughton is famous for.
Werewolf in London.
American Werewolf in London.
Yes.
Name something else that he's been in.
You can't. Yeah, he was in a TV show recently.
Yeah, right.
Maybe not Breaking Bad. Something on FX or TBS or something. Yeah. I think. Yeah.
This is cool. I was very interested that Turner Classic was doing this because their contract is running out.
Yeah.
With the great movie rights, so I guess this is probably the last.
Yeah, maybe
last run on this, but this is some great stuff. I'm not so much geeked up over the Treasure Island or those Callaways, but I am very interested in the Disneyland Around the Seasons.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that and I think the Wonderful World of Color would probably be pretty good too.
But it sounds like it's one of those. A Country Coyote Goes Hollywood. Is it one of those ones, a live action coyote, or is it animated?
No, I think it's live action.
Yeah.
But just to see that open again, the Wonderful World of Color, and Walt presented, which I'm sure is still in there. Maybe, I hope, please, will be fun to see. Whether I watch the whole thing, I don't know, but I'll set my DVR for a couple of these items and check them out. Like the shorts will be fun; those are always interesting to see. Some of those classics brought back to life. So, but let's see what happens. Listen. I hope they keep doing it. It's crazy that Disney's got all this television channels. Disney XD, Disney this, Disney Channel this, Disney for Kids. Sprout, Freeform, whatever, and they don't even have they don't do any of their own shows like this. Why do they got to do them on TCM? They have their own channels.
Disney. Here's a crazy idea at Disney. Yeah. You've got Disney XD. You've got Disney Sprout. You've got all these demographic specific Disney channels. Okay.
Yeah.
Excited would everybody here be if they did a vintage, just call the channel vintage, and all they showed was stuff from 1971 and earlier.
Yeah.
71 when Walt Disney World opened, just stop it right there, and then just do vintage stuff or do stuff that stops at, 1980.
Right.
Could you imagine? I mean, just all the classic archive stuff and
listen, they could do like a whole hour of just Mickey shorts. They could do a whole hour of all their live action stuff. They could do they just go on and on. I mean, they must have a huge amount of content that's just sitting in vault somewhere.
And then they pull it out and they get people to watch it, and I don't understand why they wouldn't do that. Because it's funny, this press release, you chuckled at it, and it's funny because set your VCRs. Well, that's the demographic, man. They still have VCRs because they can't figure out how to do the DVRs.
Yeah,
I would, I'm a DVR dude. I would love to be able to sit and watch vintage Disney stuff. I mean, we got super excited because when we're moving, we kicked up to the next level of our cable stuff so we can get Disney and Disney XD so we could start watching, some of the things that we love, like, Star Wars Rebels and some of the other stuff on on the Disney channels because we haven't had that for the last year. But I would just be through the moon if they came up with like a vintage and just showed all the classic Disney stuff. To be able to just imagine what it'd be like. Come home after a rough day. You've had the crappiest day. And as a Disney fan, being able to turn on the TV and to hear the wonderful world of color. And then hear also the tones of Uncle Walt saying, hey, today we're going to talk about Epcot, and watch that short again. I mean, for crying out friggin' loud.
Yeah. I agree.
And the stuff that they could do, like, I don't want to be a downer, but, on the day that Walt died, they could show all the stuff that happened when Walt died.
Yeah.
They could show all those things. They could show all the stuff with they could do a day when Mickey's birthday is and show all the classic stuff, Plane Crazy and, all the Mickey Mouse stuff that was popular back then. I mean, there was so many things that could happen. I mean, this channel would be, I think, for a Disney person, it would be a hit.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
Call it D23.
D23, classic. Yep, D23.
Yep.
What do we know? We're just podcasters.
Yeah, we're just idiots.
So there's new Star Wars press pennies available at Disney Springs. The latest trend in, and I love how they say this, elongated coins, or press pennies if you prefer, is automatic machines. Just insert your money and out pops a souvenir coin. Mm-hmm. I hate that personally. That's just me. They've been available for a while near the Little Mermaid show exit at Disney's Hollywood Studio, but now the automatic machines have found their way to the Orlando theme parks and Disney Springs. Inside the newly rethemed Star Wars Galactic Outpost, all the Vinylmation stuff has been cleared out, including most of the funky antiques that had migrated over from the old Adventures Club. And then there's this new Star Wars press penny machine. For $1, you can get one coin, or for $5, you can get all 8 of these limited edition Star Wars press pennies. The machine accepts cash and or credit cards. $1 is a pretty big price increase over 51 cents, but it's digital. But the $8 deal is pretty good. Also note that you don't have to provide your own coins to be pressed. No more regretting that you forgot to bring change with you to the parks when you spot that cool coin. For people who collect these, I've got friends who collect these. For $8, I might get it just because it's all the Star Wars stuff, because I'm a nerd that way.
Yeah. And you don't have to even bring your own pennies now. I mean, I used to go to the bank and get, I used to ask can I have the new stuff, not the old stuff? And they, would look at you and be like, what? Yeah, I want like new pennies, not old pennies.
Right.
I used to use, I don't know if you remember them. Remember the M&M minis? Came in the like a tube?
Yeah.
That's what I used to keep my pennies in when I used to go to the park. Was
nice.
M&M minis tube. So that they didn't get all dirtied up.
I had something like that too. Not to get the press penny, but I used to get my change in, something like that.
Yeah. I used to keep my quarters in a 35 millimeter film case. Which your film used to come.
Yep.
That's what I used to keep my quarters in. Yep. I had good old days.
Oh, the old fogies are talking now.
There are a couple websites.
Back in my day, we used to have to walk uphill both ways, and we
didn't have to crank that or turn.
We'd have to walk down to the block and put change into a machine and dial up a phone. And it was a phone attached to a wall and had a cord. You could hang yourself with it if you were not lucky.
Now we put money in the machine to get a battery to charge a phone.
Crazy talk.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Yeah, there are a couple websites that obviously keep track of all of the penny stuff that's out there. They have all, pictures and where the machines are and, all that kind of stuff. So you should Google that if you're really into that kind of thing. It's kind of fun. Hey, Disney, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party started Friday. Friday it started on the 2nd. And they have some new what they're calling magic shots for the Halloween party this year. So if you're heading to a Halloween party, these magic shots I think will be fun. They also have some animated magic shots that will be available only during the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So if you're into these kind of things, with the party, the fireworks, and all these special things that you can do, here's a couple things, places that you should go. One is there's a headless horseman shot. And there's no, it's just a picture with the headless horseman, but you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is go to Main Street during the party, and the Disney Photo Pass photographer at the Main Street entrance of the Magic Kingdom is where you can get this exclusive party shot. So you don't have to go over to Sleepy Hollow or to the Haunted Mansion or anything like that for that shot. Then they also have a grimming ghost come out to socialize in front of the hearse, and that one you will have to go to the Haunted Mansion to get that shot. Then they have an adorable pumpkin patch, which welcome guests to the park entrance during the party. This one is also in Town Square, is where you'll get this shot. This is right behind the flagpole, I believe is the area for this shot. And it does some animated stuff that I don't want to spoil it for you, but go check that one out. So, I think you'll, if you're going to the party, you should really do these things, because these are the things you can't get done. And then remember that all the animated shots, you can check your account on the app to make sure that they're there. You can hook them up with your Magic Band, your Memory Maker one-day entitlement, and all of that kind of stuff to check these. If you have an annual pass that allows you to get your photos, you can also see them on that as well. So go check them out this year, because they're doing a lot of fun things with this. I'd like to see what they're going to do for the Christmas party now.
Yeah, is this something that you're into? I mean, do you go through and get you have the pass that gets all those free pictures?
Yeah. Yeah, I've started to do a little bit more, but usually when I go to the parties, I don't go on attractions. I'll either do if it's a Halloween party, I'll do all the trick-or-treating, I do the show, the parade, and all that stuff. Right. And then I try to go get as many characters in their crazy Halloween costumes as I can. So adding these special shots onto the list would probably be something that I would do. And I think I'm going to skip Halloween this year and try and do the Christmas party instead. What? Yeah. Last year I did the Halloween party, so this year I'm going to not do Halloween, I'll do Christmas instead. So I think I alternate almost. That
makes me sad.
Yeah. Man, well, it makes my wallet happy.
Yeah, we try to do both. It's getting expensive. It
is. That's
a fair point. They should do pass order discounts on that, because it's like
they do, but
they wouldn't.
They do, but it's only like 10%.
Yeah.
It's not very it's not a deep discount. It's not like they're halving the ticket.
No.
So.
Well, if you're the type of person that would like to celebrate afternoon tea, you can now do that at the Garden View Tea Room, sponsored by Twinings at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. Recently, afternoon tea at the Garden View Tea Room received a menu makeover, and now features the largest selection of Twining loose leaf teas, all of which are exclusive to Walt Disney World Resort. The stars of the new tea menu are the Twining signature blends, served exclusively in the United States at the Garden View Tea Room. Whether you select the perfect afternoon, garden party, or after dinner mint, you can't go wrong. Pure black and flavored black teas, oolong, green, and white teas and caffeine-free herbal infusions are also available. Can't decide on a tea? The Imperial Tea Master, and certified tea, I can't believe this, sommelier, I can't believe that's a thing, is there ready to help. In addition to all the incredibly knowledgeable servers, on a recent visit, somebody said that they needed the perfect tea blend, and they got the assistance they needed and had a great time. Teas are available in several packages, including the Bedfordshire tea, the Derbyshire tea, the Cheshire tea, the Berkshire tea, and the Yorkshire tea. Of course, there is a special tea available for guests aged 3 to 9. Mrs. Potts includes tea sandwiches, a jam tart, and delicious house-made pastry, and a special dark tea, chocolate milk. Reservations can be made by visiting disneyworld.com/dine or by calling 407 WDW Dine.
Is this something you would try?
Absolutely. If it's not crazy expensive, I think I could see Sarah and I dressing up and having a little afternoon tea and then going to a dinner. I would like to do that. I actually had tea today. Oddly enough, I was at Starbucks working, and I got tea because I'd already had a coffee that day, and I was already pretty wired. So I got a nice big tea and had a great time. I do enjoy tea. Right. I'm sure this is probably more for the
chicks and their
I was
daughters.
going to say that probably more for the females, but hey, there's nothing wrong with the dad in there. There's nothing wrong with the husband and wife. There's nothing wrong with two dudes. There's nothing wrong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with two dudes having tea. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. What? Well,
I don't know.
Man can't enjoy tea?
I like some tea, not all tea.
I like oolong tea a lot. I like oolong tea, and there's a rooibos tea that I have. It's got a great flavor. I've always liked tea ever since I was a kid because I did a lot of singing in my youth. So I drank a lot of hot tea and honey for my voice, for the delta tones of
the delta tones of the Donahue.
Oh, dude, I gotta tell you this real quick. I was Ubering the other day, and I was talking to somebody. And they said, "What do you do for a living?" And I usually tell them, I do a couple different things, and I do a podcast. And the guy sitting next to me, who also is a podcaster, said, "I knew it. I knew you did a podcast. You just got that voice." And I said,
"Better than
no,
just have that face."
Yeah. Well, I said, no. This is from years of smoking cigars. This is why I sound the way I sound. But yeah.
Oh gosh! All right, hey, that's it. Let's put a tea leaf in it and call it done.
I'm glad you said that, not teabag.
Oh God! All right, you know where to find us. Go visit us at www.disneyparkspodcast.com. You can follow us and talk to us on Twitter at Disney Podcaster. And you can visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And as we like to say around here, we'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through.